We are live tonight. That's right. It's time for the Monday Tip-Off Classic here. Jersey Shore High School. That's right. 2-0 come into the game. Lewisburg Green Dragons. Man, they're on a roll, Doug. And it's going to be exciting. Coach Hale was with us last game with South Williamsport. We're going to put that out on the YouTube channel so you can see that recording. At the time, it was kind of a soft opening. We did not have the internet. Tonight, hopefully, things function well. Anytime you're inside, you need Ethernet. So, Doug, man, you have the background. I'm going to paint the portrait for you as you snicker. We're not going to do the Bears tonight. It's not football. It's not Ditka. It's basketball. But Doug Byerly, man, Doug Birdsong down at Lewisburg. Talk about the homecoming of sorts, doing basketball. You had a great mentor in him, or shall I say, doing the Bucknell games, going to the big dance, sharing some of those experiences with me. And here we are. We're inside tonight. So,
Nate, great to be here. Jersey Shore High School Gymnasium. I've been here a couple times over the years. Came to see former coach Gene Bruno at Milton a few years ago when he had a really good team and won the conference. I'm not sure if it was the PHAC back then. Might have been pre-PHAC days. Central Susquehanna Valley Conference. He had a couple really good teams here. But Coach John Boop leading the way here for the Jersey Shore boys. And Nate, as everyone here in the local community, they made quite a change last year in Coach Boop's first year, 13-10. But what's notable about that, an 11-game improvement from the year before. In fact, the 4 years before that were not a good time for Jersey Shore boys basketball. They did not win 13 games in 4 seasons combined prior to last year, so a really good year. But they have to replace Hack All-Star Ben Dalton, who is now on the roster at Lycoming College. In fact, I think Ben and his family walked in front of me tonight, so he is here in the gym tonight against a very good Lewisburg team. So the Green Dragons come in at 2-0. They beat Shamokin, who usually is the favorite in the PHAC Division I. Very, very good team for 20-plus years. They beat them 58-41 in the opener at Shamokin, and then they also won on the road at North Schuylkill. We got the score from some Lewisburg folks sitting right next to us, 51-43. So 2 nice opponents there on the road for Lewisburg and 2 wins. And as Nate mentioned, the Bulldogs come in at 2-0 as well. Nice start to the year. Good win over probably a little bit overmanned CMBT team, 75-34. Keani McCrae led the way with 16. Carson Watkins had 15. Ty McDermott had 14. So 16, 15, 14 from 3 scores, double figures there. That's pretty good. And then they beat South Williamsport. That's a nice local rivalry game there. 72-44. What's nice, Nate, that's a lot of points in high school. 75-plus points, 70-plus points in a high school basketball game.
Yeah.
You're scoring some points. So that's what you like to see. You know, defense is great, and you have to play good defense, and hopefully the Bulldogs will be able to do against a good team tonight. But you have to score. You have to be able to put the ball in the basket. You know, it sounds simple, but if you can't score, no matter what great defense you have, you're not going to have a chance to win. But this will be, by far here, early season, the best matchup here for the Bulldogs tonight. So this is a PHAC crossover game. So the divisions are the same as they are in football, but the classifications can be different. I bet Lewisburg is AAA in football, but they are 4A in basketball. Don't ask me how that works out, who calculates those numbers. But this is a 4A team in District 4, but it's a PHAC crossover game because Lewisburg plays in Division 2 of the PHAC. Of course, Jersey Shore is in with all the big schools in Division 1. So should be fun here tonight on DPP Sports, dogpoundproductions.com. Make sure you tune in to us here on the YouTube channel, and we'll see what happens tonight here in the Bulldog Gymnasium.
yeah, share the link, get the word out. You know, we're here with Dog Pound Productions, but, you know, we're going to be a regional network. We want to get out there. Quick shout out to Christian Hoke, pastoral friend of mine down in the Muncie area with the Indians, and talked about going and traveling quite a bit with a lot of people here originally from Jersey Shore, but gets down to Lewisburg, and where they've had some tremendous clinics. They do a lot there regionally, work more on fundamentals. You know, the travel ball, the systems are great. Systems themselves don't win games, though. Fundamentals do at the younger level, which then translate into production at a high level. Everybody wants to play games. Nobody wants to practice. Remember Allen Iverson? Practice! You know, but the reality is You can tell Lewisburg, again, they've had, with VJ, they've had great years, just like Nick Tagliaferri down at Hughesville. And let's not forget the legend himself, Ron Ensinger, retires, almost 1,100 wins if he wasn't already there. Loyalsock had a down year last year. Seems like they're on the mend, putting some pieces back together. Newman's up and down. But I'll tell you, watch out for Mifflinburg. The Wildcats are always tough fundamentally. They get south and play some bigger teams. Warrior Run, they got a 6'8" kid. He's tough. Lewisburg tonight, you're going to see a couple 6'4", 6'3" guys. The thing about them is they're versatile. They can play 3 or 4 spots. So you get those types of guys involved offensively, they're tough to defend. I think for Jersey Shore, one thing I've seen so far, regardless of the competition, CMVT down, I don't really know what South has, but I can tell you they hustle, they play defense, they share the ball, they run an offense. They don't mind getting dirty. No, but there is no iron team. It doesn't matter who scores the points. They're not selfish. The deep bench got in last game against South Williamsport, and everybody was cheering, which is what I like to see. Because, you know, it's one thing. You can have an IN team when he scores 30 a night and is coachable, right? But you can't have an IN team when he's problematic, he's a disciplinary problem, and he doesn't come to play.
Yeah, and you talked about it. I think both of these teams have a good roster of players, not just your starting 5, and then you have a big drop-off. So for Lewisburg, Nishan Mabry graduated. He was their lead player for the last couple of years, and I mentioned to you, I saw him on the roster at Penn College. So good to see him make that move to Division III in the United East Conference. But Cooper Mowry, first-team Hack All-Star, one of the district's best shooters. Ribera Jamera was their defensive player of the year. LG Tucker is only a freshman. He is the coach's son. He had a really good junior high career, so to speak, and he is going to make an impact as a freshman. Nasir Meredith, you see him out there. He is a big, thick guy, going to be in the middle there. Cortland Michaels. So this is a good team, along with Jersey Shore. Again, they have a number of players. Ben Dalton is gone, but Laketon Lanthan, senior point guard, very good. Jacob Larson, Carson Watkins, of course, from football. We saw him all season long, very athletic guy. Ty McDermott, Tucker Hanna, Roman Dittmar. So all of those guys, and as you said, Nate, you need a rotation, whatever that rotation is. It's great in high school if you can have 6, 7 kids that can contribute, but if you can have 7, 8, or 8 or 9, then all of a sudden you have enough depth where you can substitute. Somebody gets in foul trouble early in the ball game, has to sit for a while. So I think this will be a good early season matchup here. Two good teams. They got a lot of players. It'll be interesting to see, what defense Coach Booth throws at Cooper Mowry, who supposedly is the best shooter, one of the best shooters in the district. And then how do they handle any kind of pressure? Because you saw the JV team and the Jersey Shore JV team came up a little bit short in their ball game. I forgot to get the final score, but Lewisburg's JV team very good, and they pressed. They full court press, so you would have to think the varsity team is going to do that as well. And sometimes teams react to the pressure well, and you get some free buckets, and sometimes you get those turnovers lead to easy score for the other team. So that's what Lewisburg might be hoping for here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're going to see a lot on the offensive side of the ball for Jersey Shore with Connie McCrae. He's a junior guard, and they're really trying to teach him, hey, Connie, it's a team game. He's not selfish, but they've got so many guys that can score. You're going to, they're 8 or 9 deep as well. And so assuming those roles. So he's going to be a tough out. Tucker Hanna is also a captain. He was on the golf team. I got a chance to interview him on the beach in the sand trap up at Bell Springs this summer. You also have, someone who's played really, really tough all the way around. He's a team leader, is Landon Lathan. He's a point guard. He kind of sets things up, sets the tempo. Carson Watkins, basketball was the best thing he could have done last year coming back out. It helped him in football season, and he's a force to be reckoned with. He plays physical. And so you're going to see that. And another player I like to talk about, too, is somebody who really kind of came into his own last game as a junior, number 23, Jacob Lorson. And he's a scrapper. He's one of those utility guys. He's going to get you buckets. He's going to get you rebounds. And again, he plays defense. So what I'm curious to see tonight, Doug, is how does Jersey Shore respond rather than react to pressure and a really good opponent?
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Again, early season, basketball, different from football, where you only have 10 regular season games. We have about 20 ball games here in the regular season for basketball. And that's you can drop some games early and still rebound and have a really, really good season going on. So again, Columbia Montalvo Tech was the opener, South Williamsport, Lewisburg tonight, and then at Warrior Run. Nate mentioned them. Warrior Run, very, very good. At Milton, at Loyalsock, and at Wellsboro. Nate kind of talked about it before we went on the air. They have a stretch there where they have 4 or 5 games in a row, and then later on they have 7 games in a row on the road. That's kind of ridiculous. End of January through early February. Listen to this, folks. They're at Central Mountain, at Shamokin, at Shikellamy, at Midwest, at East Juniata, and at Troy. That's a bad record there. So that's a tough schedule. But again, will all balance out, obviously, hopefully for a good team here, coached by John Boop in his second year. Josh Eichenlob is the main assistant, along with Matt Fisher. And for Lewisburg, head coach Liam Tucker in his second year. Jim Burns is one of the assistant coaches, along with Jason Matter, Jeff Mowry, Earl Mowry, and Jana Ward as well. So they have a big coaching staff. We're just about ready to get underway.
We're going to pause right now. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back. I believe we're going to pause. Hold on 1 second. We're going to see how they do things here.
The Dragons are coached by Leon Tucker and entered tonight's game with a record of 2-0. The Bulldogs are coached by John Booth and entered tonight's game with a record of 2-0.
It's going to be a great night here at the high school. I just can't believe it. I'm excited. I got a little bit of increased pulse. We're going to go to commercial.
Susquehanna Trailways, getting behind the wheel isn't just a job, it's an honor. It's a front row seat to the world, from the bright lights of New York City to the historic charm of Baltimore and breathtaking trips across America. As a Susquehanna Trailways driver, you become the host of unforgettable experiences. Whether you're guiding students safely to school or helping a family create lifelong memories on their next big adventure, you're more than a driver. You're part of the journey, part of the story, part of the Susquehanna Trailways family. And right now, Susquehanna Trailways and Cam Kephart are looking for passionate, dependable individuals to join the team. Step up to the plate. Your seat is waiting. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, an opportunity to see the world and bring people together 1 mile at a time. Get on the bus. Join the tradition. Apply today. At Starway Roof Systems, roofing isn't just a job, it's a calling. We believe excellence isn't optional. It's our standard. From the first nail to the final shingle, we do all things to bring glory to God and to serve our clients, communities, and co-workers with a pure heart. Whether it's replacing a storm-worn roof or giving back to a neighbor in need, we lead with honesty, act with integrity, and stand firmly on our character. At Starway, we invest more than our time. We invest our talent and our finances to make a lasting impact right here where we live. Call 1-814-308-0490 today and experience roofing done with purpose, passion, and purity of heart. Starway Roof Systems, built on excellence, driven by faith, and dedicated to serve. Again, call Starway Roof Systems, 1-814-308-0490. When it comes
Doug Byerly, Nate Carpenter back at Jersey Shore High School Bulldog Gymnasium. You see the starting lineups for Lewisburg coming out here. They are Cortland Michaels, Cooper Mowry, L.J. Tucker, Nazir Meredith, Rivera Jamera. That's number 0, number 1, number 3, 23, and 33. For the Bulldogs, number 2, Connie McCrae, Jr.
23, Jacob Larson.
Number 33, Ty McDermott, excuse me. Number 23, Jacob Larson. He is a junior as well. Number 15, senior Landon Lathan. And then I believe Carson Watkins is going to be the last starter for the Bulldogs, number 0. Senior had a great football season for the Bulldogs. Should get some accolades at the PHAC level and possibly at the state level as well. He was one of the leaders in interceptions. So Carson Watkins not a starter. Number 34, Tucker Hanna, starter for the Bulldogs coming out there. So the starters, number 2, McCrae, number 15, Lathan, number 23, Lorson, number 34, Hanna, and number 33, McDermott. leading the way for the Bulldogs here. Again, both teams come in at 2-0. Bulldogs with wins over CMVT and South Williamsport, and Lewisburg with wins over Shamokin and North Schuylkill on the road. So 2 nice road wins there for the Green Dragons. And man, the Green Dragons, they have everybody dressed. They have 17 on the roster. Dress brought up a couple of JVs as well. Bulldogs have 14 on the roster. Obviously, the Bulldogs in white with the orange numbers, black trim. Lewisburg with the green uniforms, yellow trim. From Lewisburg, PA.
It's about that time, Doug Byerly. Nate Carpenter here, DPP Sports, DogPoundProductions.com. Click the live. Tucker Hanna jumps. The Bulldogs get the tip. Lewisburg back. Cortland Michaels offensively to the wing, down baseline, cutting through the lane. Lewisburg moving hard, physicality. High post, rolls. Kicks it back out. To the paint, nice dish inside. No go. Tucker Hanna with the rebound.
And Meredith had one there should have got.
McDermott alone, no finish. Lewisburg recovers the rebound.
A little bit out of control there for McDermott.
Boy, Lewisburg, there's the foul. But I'll tell you what, we're up and down. It's like Wimbledon. Left to right. You can already see the level of physicality. I'll tell you what, 23 is a house inside. That Nazir Meredith, he is a big boy, the 6'4". He's not just, he's built like Charles Barkley.
Yep, 6'4", 210. So he's got the girth along with some nice height there. But nobody, overly sized in regard to height. You mentioned Warrior Run as a 6'8" player. Nothing like that here tonight. So good matchup, size-wise overall. Looks like all of the players very athletic for both teams.
Yeah, it's going to be up and down. And I'll tell you what, Jersey Shore is in shape. I mean, I really thought that McDermott would finish at the other end. He was short on that layup. 7:18 to go in the first quarter. Lewisburg, first point of the game. Back into the 2 shots. Up and good. Shooters roll.
A little bit token pressure there for the Green Dragons.
McCray over to Hanna. Baseline. Meredith gets it down to Lorson. Lorson's got to finish that. It's good.
Yeah, good follow there.
Yes, he did. Michaels, the point guard, he's a freshman. And I'll tell you what, he demands offensive control here. Inside. Kicks it out. 3-pointer. No good. McCray on the rebound. He likes to push tempo. He stops. Kicks it inside to Hanna. Back out. Lathan, crossed, Meredith. It's good. Big 3, hands go vertical.
Nice, McDermott got himself set there. The penetration from Lorson set that up very nicely.
Nice by Cortland. Kicks it out. Lewisburg moves well without the ball. Into the lane, up. It's good. Nice shot by Cooper Mowry.
Good penetration there down the lane. Good touch. McDermott's going to let that one fly.
Cross. Going to bring it back to the top, to the corner, trying to get the post up. Foul line extended to the wing. Nice penetration. Loses it. Picked up. Back to the top of the key. Shot. Stops. Pops. No good. Hanna up. Wrestling for the rebound. Jump ball.
That's a good call there. Both players had their hands on it. Nobody was bodying up there. Nobody draped over the top. So the possession arrow goes to the Bulldogs on this one. So good battle there.
Wow. I'll tell you, you could feel the intensity of these teams. This 3-quarter token pressure. Cross to McCray. McCray back to the middle. Hanna nearly a back court. Gets it down inside. Wing and out. Lewisburg, no foul on the sideline. Lewisburg basketball. I'll tell you, that was tough right there.
Well, sure, we'll find out. You can't beat a press with dribbling. You got to pass the ball. A little bit too much ball handling there. Turns it over to the Green Dragons.
Green Dragons down inside, drill, good pass, up fake it. It's good. Beautiful head fake.
L.J. Tucker on the cut and basket there.
Nice pressure by Lewisburg. Lathan on the wing. Lathan penetrates. Up. No good. He wanted the foul. Didn't get it. Cross midcourt. Lewisburg pushing tempo. Foul line extended. Looking for a cutter to the wing. Good defense by McCray to Hannah. Hannah looks to take it up. Good hand. Good hand on the play. McCray stolen away. Another turnover. Block. Didn't have his feet set, Doug.
Yeah, Lorthan trying to get in position there, but definitely was moving. You can tell T.J. Tucker, only a sophomore. L.J. Tucker, excuse me, very, very good. Again, coach's son. Lewisburg, very athletic. All 5 players.
Very athletic.
Early timeout here. Bulldogs lead, trail by 1, 6-5.
We're going to stay right here, guys. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the sponsors this year. Really just Susquehanna Transit. Fantastic, man. We appreciate you. Get on the bus, susquehannabus.com. You know, they're looking for bus drivers. It takes a lot to have buses for multiple school districts. So if you're looking for a job, let me tell you what. Great benefits, great pay. Check them out at Susquehanna Transit. Starway Roofing. Man, what a great group and organization. Fellowship of Christian Brothers up in the Lamar, Bellefonte, Mount Zion area. They do great roofing. And where would we be without Steinbacher, Goodall, and Yurchik law firms taking care of our elderly with independent living as well as estate and retirement planning. So we're going to stay right here. Doug, it's 6-5 with 4:30 to go. Lewisburg up 6-5. Been some turnovers, been some sloppy play, but a level of intensity.
Yeah, good matchup here. I think teams match up really well.
Lewisburg inside. Penetration. Up and good. They don't have an answer for him right now.
Yes, sir. Meredith inside, very strong.
Hannah looks to get it across the court. Timeline. Lewisburg making him earn it. Crossed to Lathan. Up, no good, off the front end of the iron. Lewisburg likes to push tempo.
Yeah, good look there. Got to knock those down if you're going to have a chance to stay in the ball game here against a good team.
Tucker to the wing. Looking inside. Jamana looks like a double dribble there. Hannah's on it.
Yeah, Jamama very lucky he didn't get a foul there because, boy, when that went on the ground and Tucker was able to get his hands on it, he got in there pretty aggressively. Ball will stay with the Green Dragons. Good defense there by Tucker Hannah.
Tucker going to inbound the ball here. The forward screen is Rabira Jamama.
Braylon Guerrero coming into the ball game, number 31 for the Bulldogs.
In
had
the
a
corner.
couple nice ball games.
Back out to Michaels. Michaels sets all the tempo up, and he's only a freshman. He is a ball handler. Bulldogs in the man. Kicks it weak side. Foul line extended. Kicks it over to Michaels. Michaels back to the top of the key. Everything goes through the top of the key. Up, no good. Hannah with a bound. Gets it out to Lathan. Lathan looking to press. Kicks it over to McCray. McCray stops, pops, takes it to the lane, and he's fouled. That was a nice job to get his feet set on the wing before he decided to, you know, a lot of times people will pick up their pivot foot. Did a nice job of getting himself under control.
Yeah, good decision there to not fire that one up from beyond. A lot of players, both at the high school and college level, they like to throw up those threes, but that was a better move to the basket. It's going to get rewarded for an opportunity here from the foul line. You can tell McCray's got good form.
Oh, before I could get that in otherwise, I thought we were going to lose signal here. I was going to say, I want you to assess his form. He's got a nice shot.
And you can tell he's worked at it a little bit, had some good coaching, but that repetition from the foul line is the key. Got to throw up a couple hundred shots a day to really get good, get that muscle memory.
And it's good.
Able to knock them down, keep this a one-point game.
Well, I'll tell you what, foul shots, you know, we talk about percentages. It's like points after touchdowns. You know, you got to make your foul shots. So right now on the court for the Bulldogs, you've got McCray, you've got Lathan, you've got McDermott. I'll tell you who hustles too is Guerrero. Top of the key to the wing. They share the ball really well. They're trying to pound it inside.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup there for the senior Guerrero. He's got decent height matchup, but boy, look at that difference in size there. Big body guy inside there, Meredith. Hard to match up when he gets position.
He is a big boy. Oh, where's the foul there? Kicks to the wing. Lathan takes a charge. That's going the other way. Now, the difference there was he preset that. But you know, Meredith, here's the reality. You know, you can back down, but I'll tell you what, he was like a nose guard there. They let him play, but they got the second one.
Walker with the foul there for Lewisburg, number 2 on the charge. Official explaining that one. And you notice Coach Boob is in a leg brace, tore his ACL. And Coach A.D. Bill Mincer said playing basketball right before the season. Coach Boob was a nice player himself, played at Penn College for a little while, I do believe, after Jersey Shore High School.
He brought his lunch pail to work. I'll tell you, he was a scrapper. Lathan back to the middle. Going to break the press, back to Lathan. Lathan looks down court to McCray. McCray going to set things up. Stops, pops, no good. Didn't follow his shot. Nice floater in the lane, just didn't finish. Down court they come. They're looking inside. They want to pound the rock in. Nothing there. Guerrero tries to kick it out. Guerrero was falling to the ground. He thought he was going to travel, decided to kick it out. Unfortunately, he and Carson Watkins weren't on the same page.
Yeah, you have to do something with it, because if you do go to the ground, that should be a travel. So turnover, Bulldogs.
Lewisburg very disciplined in the half-court set. Oh, there's Michaels. He got open. Boy, he has a nice step back. Nobody home.
Oh, you can tell, though, Nate, Michaels did not look to shoot the ball because he was wide open there. Could have turned around and put that one up. He is a playmaker. He's the playmaker. He's not the shooter here.
He got a little Steve Nash look on him, doesn't he?
He does.
Guerrero, Lathan, going to try to break across side, get back to the middle. Down court, Lathan breaks penetration. Floater in the lane. Does he get it? Does he get the N1? Woo! They're going to call it on the floor. They're going to call it before. This isn't the NBA. There's no continuation, Doug. But that was a nice take by Lathan.
Yeah, very nice. You have to break that press with the passing, which they're doing better and did on that play. And then good penetration there by the senior guard, Lathan.
Lathan. They're going to look to reverse it. Watkins gets it into Guerrero. Guerrero turns. Nothing home. Lewisburg down the other way. That was not the best look. Michaels takes it. Oh, beautiful pass. Alley-oop. And good baseline. Great communication there. That was textbook.
Walker on the bucket for Lewisburg.
Woo, there he is.
McDermott, nice play inside.
Man, he's down below my house every night down at the courts after dark. Lights are on. Lewisburg, top of the key. Stops, pops, short. Rebounded by Lathan. They got to box out. Michaels is going to take his first three, and that's who he is. I guarantee his percentages are high. Turnover. This is what they can't do. And one. So
that's so hard to teach when you give up the turnover. You're a little bit frustrated. You just give up the layup, not the touch. Just stay away from them.
Well,
all of a sudden you get that rush.
The reality is they didn't box out. That led to a turnover and then another turnover. So the first leads to a dagger three-pointer, and guess what? The second one leads to instant layup and one, which could be 6 points in a matter of 5 seconds. And that one's good. Nice shot there by Jalen Walker.
Harlan comes in for the Bulldogs, number 10.
Guerrero. They're going to call the foul. You could see the pressure starting just a little bit to get to the Dogs, and they've got to just take a deep breath and realize, man, this has been a close game up to this point. You don't want to go down big time here to end the quarter. McCray, there it is, another steal. McCray gets it. They've got to set it up. Right now, it's become the fun and gun game. Over midcourt, Michael sets it up. He's wearing 0 tonight for the Green Dragons of Lewisburg. Up 16-9, 30 seconds to go the first quarter. We'll see if they don't hold for one. No, they're going to take a dagger. Guerrero with the rebound. They've got to get, the guards have to go to the ball. Carson Watkins takes a 3. That's not necessarily his good. They're not going to call that. A little out of control. To the wing. Stops. Pops. No good. And that's the quarter. So, when you think about it, we're going to take a quick look here. As you can see, 16-9, the Green Dragons. And Doug, for all but about 1 minute of that quarter, it was a close game.
Yeah, it was 8-7, and then the nice run by Lewisburg, three-pointer by Michaels. We had just talked that he doesn't look to score a whole lot, but got a steal and then got a nice open three-pointer, knocked it down, and then a steal right away again, and the three-point play the traditional way, layup and the foul. Jalen Walker able to put that in. All of a sudden, a one-point game becomes a 6 or 7 point game, and then a couple probably ill-advised early shots, 3 by Guerrero and then a 3 by Watkins. Not that they were bad shots, but maybe a little bit early in the possession. I mean, you have to take it a little bit, calm things down, and what's the hard thing, Nate, particularly at the high school level, but college level as well, when somebody's pressing you, you can't go fast. You just have to stay under control, but that's why you press.
That's what I was thinking. When the pulse quickens, you still have to run an offense. You got to get some touches, because what happened the other night with South Waynesboro, the Dogs were past 4 or 5, 6 touches, getting layup after layup, and tonight they're pressing. I really haven't seen much of a half-court set, and the three-quarter court press for Lewisburg is sort of taking them out of that. So we're going to stay right here to start the second quarter, 8 minutes. McCraig with the ball. McCraig to Harlan, to Hannah. Lawson's got to finish that. We talk about, being scrappy, but you don't get those consistent looks like that, those easy buckets. Michael sets the tempo. That's the point guard. Kicks it back out. Nice form. I'm going to tell you, you could see the release. L.J. Tucker drills the 3.
Yeah, pretty important point in the ball game here. Bulldogs down 10. Lewisburg has hit a couple threes and then got a three-point play as well. And they really did a nice job in the offensive set last time, but Lawson not able to get in the layup. Bulldogs need a bucket.
And that's lazy. Beautiful. Another and one. And so if I'm John Boob, I'm thinking, they just had the quarter, and he's probably already gone over the checklist of, hey guys, man, we can't turn the ball over, and we've got to get into a half-court set. And right now, what Lewisburg's doing, they're pressing just enough to take them out of their element. And Jersey Shore too is making some lazy passes.
Walker with the free throw, bounces that one off the back rim. 21-9. Bulldogs are down.
McCrae looks to set this one up, goes to the wing, a lot of dribbling. Hannah kicks out, down inside. Another steal. They're going to scrum for this one. Possession arrow is going to go to Lewisburg.
Yeah, what's impressive, Lewisburg has very good hands. They get into passing lanes. They're very active. They get a lot of hands on the balls. Lathan coming back in the ball game for Jersey Shore. Lewisburg really does a nice job on the defensive side.
Yeah, they do. And, and what they are is they're very athletic and they're long. They're not necessarily super tall. But like I said, when you've got that type of shooting, that should have gone down. He missed. Hannah gets the rebound. They got to get, and here's another steal. That was a travel.
On the sidelines was Tucker, but you can see what a nice player he is. Only as a sophomore, L.J. Tucker. Again,
he's going to be special.
Very, very good. Very anticipatory. You can tell they see the floor very well, does Lewisburg as a team. Well coached.
Lathan across the timeline. A lot of dribbling. Kicks it back out. Lathan in the corner. Good pass. The Dogs finish there. That's that passing we talk about.
Nice
When you're playing and you're over pursuing, layup should be there.
Harlan with the layup there. Well, Michaels, he hustles.
He does. Right now, the Bulldogs not getting a body on anybody. They're just hoping the ball comes to them, rebounding-wise. Latham sets it up, kicks it. Lorson, no good. Hannah there, off the head of a Lewisburg player. Keeps it. Nice play. Good hustle play. The Dragons coming down. Lorson able to get the rebound.
Nice strong rebound there.
Hannah sets it up to Watkins, down inside to Lorson. Lorson's going to turn. Nice move. Oh, there it is.
That's a nice little baby hook there by Lorson.
Again, under control.
Bulldogs within 8, 13-21. Down second quarter, 5:13 to go.
Nice penetration. Kicks it out. Baseline. Beautiful move. Oh, he wanted to throw that one down. So close. He was there. He just didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, Bulldogs gave up the baseline there. Jamama, 6'3", really can get off the floor.
Hannah over to Lorson. Lorson kicks it out. And that one gets airmailed to nobody. Unfortunately, they're just a little antsy.
Well, and that's caused by a very active Lewisburg defense. Very, very good, kind of playing a matchup zone like the Bulldogs are. Really not a man-to-man. Now they have gone to man-to-man, the Bulldogs have. Lewisburg defense so leading the way, and they can score as well. 23-13, Green Dragons up.
Tucker looks high. Nobody home. Threw that one to the rafters. You know, if I'm the Bulldogs right now, I'm thinking, man, how many 30 to 40 second possessions can we have, not get in a track meet, and bring this one down to maybe 5 or 4, go into the half, just under. Guerrero passes it over here to Latham. Latham's going to try to get over the timeline. They're going to reverse this one. McCray to Hannah. Hannah, that's a nice pass. Down underneath. Beautiful play. Extra touches.
Good spacing there by the Bulldogs. Leads to the score.
Guerrero with the hands gets away with one. Good tough defense. Little Dennis Rodman out here with the colored hair. On the wing, kicks it back to the top of the key. They're going to reset. Good screen. Looking for the pick and roll. Back to the corner. Good defense by Guerrero. The Dogs have upped the tempo on defense. Inside the high post. Just so strong. But to be honest with you, hey, if he gets the ball in there, what are you going to do? You don't let him have a bucket.
Yeah, he got right down on the block, knew what he wanted to do, has good footwork there inside. Green Dragons maintain possession, take it out underneath.
Tucker in there, looking to get the ball inside to the high post. They're going to reverse it. Boom, three-point spots up. Is it good? Nails it. Hands go vertical. Wow, that was some nice form there by the sophomore, 6'2" Tucker.
His third three-pointer of the first half.
Latham with the finish. The Dogs not going to go away.
Need a good defensive set here.
Back to the top of the key. Lewisburg really disciplined on offense, but they got a lot of cutting and a lot of penetration, and that's off his own leg. Beautiful defense by the Dogs. They are down 9 at the moment.
Good spin move there by Walker, but off his leg, as Nate mentioned. So Bulldogs get the turnover they were looking for, but really have to cash in here on the offensive side.
Hannah to Latham. Latham cross the timeline. A little less pressure by Lewisburg right now. The Dogs just have to be patient. McCray says, I don't need to be patient. I'm going to draw the foul. So it's on the floor. No shooting foul.
Good spacing there again by the Bulldogs. Gave up that lane for McCray to go down the middle.
Yeah, and another thing that we're noticing, Lewisburg helps out a lot on defense. So they're well coached. Inbounded. Lorson just says, I'm going to go get, nice job on the rebound. And that's physicality with the follow-up. And that's what the Dogs aren't going to do. They're not going to lay down. They're not going to fall asleep at the wheel.
McDermott, really nice play there. Gets the Bulldogs back within 7.
Nice cut, easy finish. And I'll tell you, on offense, you see a lot of back screens, a lot of cuts. Latham's going to set the offense up here for the Dogs. Cross the timeline. Back down 9. Good penetration. You know, Doug, I got to be honest with you. I'm impressed with the assertiveness offensively, though. He's a sophomore, and he's going to the rack hard.
Very nice. Very good physical player is McDermott. Gets rewarded there with 2 opportunities from the free throw line. Lewisburg, you have to be impressed. So you talked about it. The back cuts, missed free throw there. Got to make those. Talked about that earlier. Have to knock those down, particularly when you're down 9.
Lewisburg moves very well without the basketball offensively, and they also move on defense with the help support. Second one good. Down 8, nearly picked off, cross the timeline. That's a backcourt, and there you have it. Dogs get a big turnover with 2:20 to go here. 28-20 is a score. Lewisburg Green Dragons up, but the Dogs.
Lewisburg has not made a whole lot of mistakes in regard to ball handling there,
No.
but that was not a great pass there by Mowry.
Well, if you look at Lewisburg right now, they're missing Cortland Michaels, the point guard. He's going to come back in here pretty quick. Hannah fakes, ups, pumps, no good. Rebound. Oh, they're not going to call the foul. They're going to call a foul here.
That's got to be a travel, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jamama went down after the block.
Doug, you looked at me like, man, he took a bus. He traveled. He traveled well on that.
Michaels comes back in to the ball game for Lewisburg, number 0. Lewisburg in the man-to-man here.
Into Hannah. Hannah's got a cutter. There's Lorson. Lorson fakes. He nearly trips. Lorson kicks it. Well, they're going to call foul.
Yeah, Lorson's fortunate there because he almost traveled. He should have taken the shot first. Can't always drive, get closer. You have that 8, 10-foot shot there. You should be able to put that up and make it.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs are, they're assertive. They're hustling. They're working hard. It might not look pretty, but they're gritty. Inbounds, Hannah finishes at the rim.
Very nice play, out of bounds.
Disciplined, well coached. Michaels has got the timeline, the freshman sensation for Lewisburg. He's going to reverse this ball. Top of the key. Dogs only down 6. McCray, good defense. Fight through the screen. Boy, they're playing tough. He's going to stop. He's off balance. That one's short. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. That's what they wanted. 1:30 to go. Over to Latham. Latham's going to take it to the rack. It's going to be side out Bulldogs, I believe.
Yep, Latham thought he got a foul there, but a little bit out of control. Bulldogs will maintain possession. Ran a nice play the last time with that out of bounds.
Into Latham. McCray coming off the top of the screen. Hannah's going to turn. He's going to fire. Oh, it looked like such a nice shot. He squared himself up, just in and out. 120. Michaels with the ball for the Green Dragons. 28-22 is the lead for the Green Dragons. Baseline, good block. Kicks it back out. 3-pointer, no good. Hannah rebounds. If I'm Jersey Shore, I might even play for one. There's the blocking foul. So we talked about gritty. Doug, when you have a chance, you can take me to school here on the high school fouling situation. All that's been changed. I'm going to have to chat GPT that or Google that, but on the baseline.
Wow. Jersey Shore very fortunate there. Michaels really quick hands, almost got the steal, but then stepped out of bounds, so they'll change sides.
Shots up. No good. Green Dragons up 6, 45 seconds to go. First half. McCray on Michaels here. Michaels been running this offense. Everything goes through him. Top of the key. Turns. Hands off, little give and go, stops, pops. No good. Hannah nearly traveled. Got away with one. Skips it, McCray. McCray's got the ball, high post. McCray off the post. Stops, gives it up. One pass too many. One pass too many. It's going to stay here at this end, but one pass too many.
Yeah, sometimes you have to take that shot right near the foul line area, and McCray can make that one for sure.
Inbounded, McCray turns. Does he hit it? No good. Short on that. Did have a nice look. 5 seconds to go. Lewisburg wants the last shot. Michaels turns, nails, shoots. Is it a dagger? It is. And that hurts.
Mowry with
That
three
hurts.
for Lewisburg right at the buzzer. The Green Dragons 31. Jersey Shore Bulldogs 22 as we go into halftime.
We talked about it. You know, this is what makes Lewisburg good. There's only been a couple of stretches, right? A minute here or 2 minutes there. But when you're playing good teams and they turn the heat up, Loyalsock used to do that. You'd be in the game, but there'd be 1 3 or 4 minute stretch and you'd be down 20. Now, the fortunate thing for the Dogs, they've hung around. But that 8 or 9, do you remember when I said they were down 6? I said with a minute to go, I might even hold for 1. And that's why, because, man, you're down 6, going down 6 or down 4. But again, not taking away, not trying to be that Monday morning quarterback. I'm simply saying you were down as much as 10 or 11 to go in at the half down 4 or 6 versus back down 9.
It's a big difference for sure. Jersey Shore did a nice job, particularly early in that second quarter, to get it from 9 or 10 down to 6. But boy, that 3 by Mowry, again, he is touted as one of the best shooters in District 4. Cooper Mowry, the senior guard, able to drain that one and extend the lead for the Green Dragons to 9, 31-22 at the break.
We're going to go to commercial. We'll be back. Hey, listen, click subscribe, dogpoundproductions.com. Click the live feed. Tell your friends and family all about it. We need to increase that viewership so that we can continue to bring you high school basketball, not just here at Jersey Shore, but regionally. We look forward to bringing you more sports like this matchup tonight with Lewisburg. Who knows where we'll be next week? So we're going to cut to commercial. We'll be back right after this.
When it comes to finding your dream home, selling your current one, or exploring mortgage options, look no further than Bob Boob and the team at Century 21 First Choice Realty. These aren't just real estate pros. They're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest cheerleaders. Bob and his team combine decades of experience with genuine passion and compassion to guide you every step of the way. They listen, they care, and they make sure your dreams aren't just goals, they're realities. Whether you're buying, selling, financing, choose the team that puts you first. Century 21 Bob Boob First Choice Realty, making dreams come true, one home at a time. Call 570-398-0690 or visit first-choice-realty.com today. Are you looking for top quality tools and equipment? Ron Clark at Clark's Expert Sales and Service at 1919 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport has you covered. As you step inside, you're greeted with rows of tools as far as the eye can see. From air compressors and generators to pressure washers, power tools, sockets, pumps, hand tools, and welding machines, they've got the gear you need. Featuring Milwaukee, DeWalt, and other top brands, Clark's offers unbeatable selection and expert service you can trust. Call 570-321-8206 or stop by today. Clark's Expert Sales and Service, where the selection is truly mind-boggling. At Evergreen Wealth Solutions, we're real people serving real people. Your financial future matters, and we're here to help you manage your assets with care, insight, and integrity. Our goal? To give you more peace of mind, more value, and more clarity for the road ahead. Reach out to Todd Brishel and the team today at Evergreen Wealth Solutions, 1000 Commerce Park Drive, Suite 416, Williamsport, PA. Call 570-601-6960 or visit them on the web at evergreenwealthsolutions.com. Evergreen Wealth Solutions, guiding your future together. Jiffy Market and Deli, When hunger strikes in Jersey Shore, head straight to Jiffy Market and Deli at 115 Pennsylvania Avenue. Open 7 days a week, they got it all. From weekly subspecials to fresh deli meats and cheeses, picnic-ready sandwiches, crisp salads, and so much more. Grab a drink when you're on the go. Relax in that cozy seating area where they know you by name and treat you like family. Listen, give Jiffy Market and Deli that on-the-go nonstop shop, 570-398-3499, and make today a Jiffy Market. When it comes to finding your dream home, selling your current one, or exploring mortgage options, look no further than Bob Boob and the team at Century 21 First Choice Realty. These aren't just real estate pros. They're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest cheerleaders. Bob and his team combine decades of experience with genuine passion and compassion to guide you every step of the way. They listen, they care, and they make sure your dreams aren't just goals, they're realities. Whether you're buying, selling, financing, choose the team that puts you first. Century 21 Bob Boob First Choice Realty, making dreams come true, one home at a time. Call 570-398-0690 or visit first-choice-realty.com today. Are you looking for top quality tools and equipment? Ron Clark at Clark's Expert Sales and Service at 1919 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport has you covered. As you step inside, you're greeted with rows of tools as far as the eye can see. From air compressors and generators to pressure washers, power tools, sockets, pumps, hand tools, and welding machines, they've got the gear you need. Featuring Milwaukee, DeWalt, and other top brands, Clark's offers unbeatable selection and expert service you can trust. Call 570-321-8206 or stop by today. Clark's Expert Sales and Service, where the selection is truly mind-boggling. At Evergreen Wealth Solutions, we're real people serving real people. Your financial future matters, and we're here to help you manage your assets with care, insight, and integrity. Our goal? To give you more peace of mind, more value, and more clarity for the road ahead. Reach out to Todd Rischel and the team today at Evergreen Wealth Solutions, 1000 Commerce Park Drive, Suite 416, Williamsport, PA. Call 570-601-6960 or visit them on the web at evergreenwealthsolutions.com. Evergreen Wealth Solutions, guiding your future together. Jiffy Market and Deli. When hunger strikes in Jersey Shore, head straight to Jiffy Market and Deli at 115 Pennsylvania Avenue. Open 7 days a week, they got it all. From weekly subspecials to fresh deli meats and cheeses, picnic-ready sandwiches, crisp salads, and so much more. Grab a drink when you're on the go. Relax in that cozy seating area where they know you by name and treat you like family. Listen, give Jiffy Market and Deli that on-the-go nonstop shop, 570-398-3499, and make today a Jiffy Market. When it comes to finding your dream home, selling your current one, or exploring mortgage options, look no further than Bob Boob and the team at Century 21 First Choice Realty. These aren't just real estate pros. They're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest cheerleaders. Bob and his team combine decades of experience with genuine passion and compassion to guide you every step of the way. They listen, they care, and they make sure your dreams aren't just goals, they're realities. Whether you're buying, selling, financing, choose the team that puts you first. Century 21 Bob Boob First Choice Realty, making dreams come true, one home at a time. Call 570-398-0690 or visit first-choice-realty.com today. Are you looking for top quality tools and equipment? Ron Clark at Clark's Expert Sales and Service at 1919.
Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly, man, we are back in the saddle again. Second half coming your way. Lewisburg Green Dragons came in tonight, and I'm looking at them right, man. I'm seeing sophomore, junior, senior, freshman. I'm seeing a couple of seniors, too. You know, Nazir Meredith, 23, the Charles Barkley in the middle. I mean, he is a big-bodied human being, and he posts up, and you get a little bit more of that traditional inside-out game. Rabira Jamama, 6'3", nearly threw that one baseline down. I don't think he realized he was half a foot above the rim. But he flicked his wrist. It had been a dunk. Very athletic. But I really like the play of number 3, L.J. Tucker. He's just, you know, to be 6'2", to jump that well, to shoot that fluidly. And then also we talked about Cooper Mowry. He's got a couple of big three-point buckets from downtown. And that dagger before the half really hurt the Bulldogs. But Cortland Michaels, you know, as a freshman, to see somebody with that kind of poise managing the offense, they could be tough for years to come.
Well, they're very young. If you look at that roster, Nate, you were talking about it. 3 seniors, 2 juniors, 7 sophomores, 4 freshmen, including Cortland Michaels. And you look at him on the court, he's a freshman. He's not fully developed yet, but he's very good skill-wise. L.J. Tucker did lead the way for the Green Dragons in points in that first half with 10. Compliments to Doc Massey of the Williamsport Sun-Gazette. And all of the pregame stuff that we talked about was in there, a preview of area basketball. Leading the way, Doc Massey, we see him, of course, all fall season in football. Does such a great job. Ty McDermott led the way for Jersey Shore with 8 points. Bulldogs down 9. Lewisburg led 16-9 at the end of quarter number 1, so they were up 7. And then Bulldogs got it to 6, just not able to get a bucket or 2 to get it closer. And then that big 3 at the end. Lewisburg able to spread it out to 9 at the break, 31-22.
Yeah, make sure you tell a friend, phone a friend, use a lifeline, let people know, hey, listen, the Bulldogs games, boys and girls, will be televised. We're going to try to pick up as many local teams as we can this year. But the reality is we need subscribers. We need you to tune in. Viewership's important for our sponsors who've been so gracious to test pilot this year's basketball season. Down 9, Lathan to Hannah. Oh, lazy pass again. Fortunately, kicks to the wing. Lathan's going to take the 3. No good. Rebound by Michaels. The Bulldogs sort of out of sync there on that first possession.
Yeah, ended up getting a good shot. Lathan just not able to knock it down. Really have to be crisp here. First couple minutes here of this third quarter. Get that lead down closer to a couple buckets. Of course, if you're Lewisburg, looking to spread it out to double figures.
Michaels on the wing, going to look to set this one back up. He's calling the shots tonight. Mowry to Jamama. Top of the key. Boy, they just nice patient ball movement here from Lewisburg. Carson Watkins here on the wing defending. Top of the key, stops, pops. This one's got a shooter's roll. And I thought it hit the wire, but it didn't. They wanted to say it hit the wire, but just enough patience. Really nice shooter's roll there. Bulldogs kick it over to the wing. There's McCray. McCray fakes. Nice little mid-range jumper. Can't finish. Michaels to midcourt, crosses the center line. Sets it up offensively. Again, back to the patience. It's a virtue for Lewisburg right now. Wing. Woo! There comes a dunk. He was going to throw that down.
Well, Lewisburg has the opportunity to be patient. They're up 12 with that 3 by L.J. Tucker. His third of the ball game, leads away with 13 points. So they can be patient. But that, of course, will all change next year with the PIAA implementing the shot clock for boys and girls high school basketball.
Tucker inside. Jamama shoots. No good on that. Good rebound there by Lawson. Got some nice body on that. Boxed out well. Latham, Lawson. 15-footer floater. Hannah gets the second look.
Nice job by Hannah to not bring that one down. Just tip it up in the air. Good timing there. Good follow-up basket. Bulldogs needed that one. Get that lead back to 10.
Michaels again sets things up. Top of the key. Meredith, Jamama. They're going to call the foul.
Yep, McCray with the reach in behind. Tried to reach in and get that ball out of the hands of Jamama, but not able to do so. Gets the foul against McCray.
Well, they cut a lot, don't they, Doug, offensively? They're always moving.
Yeah, they're very good. Very well coached. Constant motion in their offense.
Back screen, looking inside for the big man. There's Tucker again. Tucker's going to reverse this one. Mowry and Tucker have been deadly from downtown tonight. Michaels inside. The big man turns. They're going to get him on the ground. That's so tough to not They went from letting them play a little bit in the first half. That's a little ticky-tack there.
Tried to body him up, did Lawson there. That's a tough matchup for Lawson. Again, we apologize, but you really don't have height and weights for Jersey Shore. We'll have to try and get that till the next broadcast. Of course, all of our rosters off of Max Preps.
Into Meredith. Meredith gets it back out to Mallory. Mallory to Tucker. Tucker turns. He misses. But again, just too physical.
Jemima slid past the defender there for a nice rebound and put back.
Baseline. And that's what the Dogs, if they're going to take it to the rim, they got to sell out. Because the Lewisburg team, and it's tough, when you're 6'4", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2", but you're athletic. You're not just Ophi, and you can run the court. It makes it tough for offenses.
Nice job there by McDermott to go there hard. Again, free throws, just crucial. You get rewarded for a nice play, but then you got to knock that down. His free throw is a little bit of a line drive on that first one. See if he makes an adjustment here.
Yeah, that didn't have much air under it. Good rotation. Oh, in and out. Not what you want. Missing both foul shots. Down 12 for the Bulldogs. 5:21 to go. 36-24. Lewisburg, there's Tucker. Tucker throws it right to Watkins. We're coming down this way. Latham to Watkins. Watkins can't catch up to it. Meredith, this could be a showtime. Nope. I thought it might be showtime.
Good
Nice
layup
finish
there by Tucker. Yep, left hand, uses the left hand. You can see he's very well schooled, right and left hand. Very smooth.
The Bulldogs need to get in an offensive set, though. They're just kind of running around.
Green Dogs extend that lead to 14.
Inside. Reversal.
You can tell the difference. Not nearly as much movement
No.
on the offensive side, and then McDermott a little bit out of control there, trying to be aggressive on the defensive side.
Right. It's every man for themselves, kind of. They need to set things back up. Hey, man, I got to roll. This offense calls me to do this. I'm going to screen on this play. I'm going to back cut. And Lewisburg's just very, very disciplined.
Green Dragons extended that lead to 14, 38-21, 38-24, 4:35 to go here. Clock running third quarter.
You know, there's Mallory, likes to handle the ball as well. Back cut. Beautiful left hand. I'll tell you what, that was silky. Latham crossed the midline. The Bulldogs desperately need a bucket. Here they go. And again, air ball. Almost that one-touch desperation. I got a little bit of a look here.
Coach Booth takes a timeout, and it will be a full timeout as the Green Dragons extend that lead to 16, 40-24, 4:07 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's a tough thing. We talked about this a little bit pregame, and I think the Dogs will get better at this. Lewisburg is a little bit of a cut above right now, program-wise. That doesn't mean the Dogs literally could have gone into half down 4 points. And 4:07 to go here. Now they're down 16. And most of it's been on the offensive end, not getting good looks, and then getting beat back on defense. It's like Lewisburg's kind of turned it up a notch, and the Bulldogs have just got to figure out, listen, they're not in any hurry. You know, not that Latham's last shot isn't a good look. It's a good look if you're set and you're prepared to take the shot. The problem with the one-touch and gun game is you typically are out of position then for rebounds. You don't get a second look offensively.
Yeah, if you don't make it, the opposing team is going to get the ball and be able to get down the court pretty quickly. Lewisburg, very well coached. That motion offense, that cutting offense has led to a couple easy baskets. And Green Dragons able to finish with the left hand, one by Tucker, and the second one by Nazir Meredith.
Yeah, quick shout out to Doug Hilliard, Blaze Alexander Kia. Thank you so much for football and basketball. Devlin's Auto Glass, Integrated Accounting. My gosh, you guys are amazing. You're out of Lewisburg. You're on the road tonight here with us, and we appreciate you. Inbound to Michaels, 4:05 to go. They're up 16.
Well, if you're Lewisburg, you're just able to get the shot you want here, but turnover.
Dogs came out with a little half-court press there.
They did. Jemima kind of lazy on that play. Didn't really go after that one.
That's not a good call. That happened right in front of us. Unfortunately, official missed that one. But Lewisburg gets it back.
The Bulldogs, the Green Dragons in the midst of a early 3-game road trip as well. Here at Jersey Shore tonight, then at Selinsgrove and at Mifflin County.
Watch how Michaels handles this pressure. He's just like, I don't have to go anywhere. I'll wait. Reversal, Latham there, nice pick. The Bulldogs got to turn this turnover into some points here. 3:29 to go in the third quarter. And yet another turnover.
Good hustle there by Michaels.
Lewisburg stops, pops. Is it a dagger? No. Latham gets it from Watkins. Hannah back across the timeline, down underneath. The Dogs finally answer and stop the bleeding.
Good job there by McDermott to use the basket.
Mowry pressured. Oh. They call a timeout.
Yeah.
So Lewisburg, smart choice. The coach says, hey, man, we're out of rhythm. We're out of sorts. And, but that's smart. Hey, the Dogs get one bucket. Down 16, now they're down 14. There's still 3:04 to go third quarter. But here's give Coach Boob credit. He went into that timeout and said, hey, listen, we're going to do something different. We're going to try to we have no choice but to up the pressure and up the tempo.
Yep, got a couple turnovers. Gave back a couple turnovers as well, but then a good bucket there by McDermott. To get them down to 14, we talked about the schedule for Lewisburg. The Bulldogs at Warrior Run, very tough ball game there on the 10th. And then at Milton, who is not a good program right now. And then at Loyalsock. Will be interesting because Loyalsock, Nate talked about it. They had a 6-16 season last year. A lot of young players. First year in 51 years that Coach C.I. Ron Insinger will not be on the sidelines. Ryan Ciotti leading the way. His son's a player on the team as well.
Yeah, and I've heard great things about him as a coach. He's done a lot of things with the youth and believes in fundamentals. He believes in a pipeline. So I think Loyalsock will return at some point to the years of old. Michaels to Mowry. Mowry to Tucker. Nice penetration. Kicks it back over. Michaels back to Tucker. Tucker's going to set the shot clock, would be over at this point. Nice pass. That's a travel. They give him it.
Good cut there by the big guy, McDermott, for that bucket. Extend that lead again to 16.
Good job breaking the press. And I don't know where Carson Watkins' pass was going there, but that didn't have a return to sender address on it.
Yeah, those are tough cross-court passes. It's so easy to just throw a little high and wide. Case there, another turnover. So the third quarter, where you need to be real tight with the turnovers, has not been kind to the Bulldogs.
Michaels crossing, he's going to press. Oh, beautiful pass. Should have been an and one. Wow, that's how quick Lewisburg can get up and down the court. I'll tell you, he moves well, Doug.
He's a very nice player for a big guy.
I mean, he caught that in stride like a tight end. Just great hands.
Going to get a tie ball there. Arrow goes to Lewisburg, so nice defense again. Really good hands. We talked about that in the first half. Lewisburg as a team, very active hands, very, very good. Another turnover for the Bulldogs. I hate to see that total here. Coach John Booth can't be very happy.
Well, again, this is a game they're going to learn from. Not everybody's going to be as good as Lewisburg this year. The reality is, though, you can't turn the ball over like this. You've got to find a way when the pressure cooker starts ticking. Got to find a way to rein things in. Michaels, oh, beautiful no-look pass. Michaels shows you why he's starting as a freshman.
And Lewisburg extends the lead to 20, 46-26. They have done a great job to pressure. Going to get another turnover and a chance for a run out.
Too much dribbling here on the Bulldog end. They got to pass the ball. Too much dribbling. And that's what happens. Here comes the dunk. Nope. They nearly had the alley-oop there.
Well, there you can see the athleticism of Lewisburg. Just very, very good. They are very quick off their feet. Really do a good job of turned up the defensive intensity. Timeout here in the ball game, 1:19 to go, and boy, they've stretched it out. 22 points, 48-26 Lewisburg.
Well, and one thing I'll say is Lewisburg's really not doing anything different than they did in the first half. It might be a little more pressure. Now, they've gotten away from that three-quarter, mock turtleneck look press, whatever you want to call it. They've gotten away from the mock look. They've settled into more of a half-court. But the Dogs have just gotten away from any sort of identity that I saw in week 1 and week 2, or game 1 and game 2. And when you get away from your identity, I don't care who your opponent is, it's going to be more noticeable against better competition. But they've got to get into a half-court set. I'll be honest with you. I don't care what the final score is. I want to see them run the offense.
Yeah, they've not really had a chance to do that here in the third quarter, and that hence has led to the bigger lead here by the Green Dragons.
Yeah, and they're very fortunate they got the timeout because it was could have been a sideline out and another turnover. Pennycoff into the game right now, number 12. He plays a lot of JV, bright future. McCray, they are running the offense. That was, again, just in the passing lane. LJ Tucker, just got a hand up. That's fundamental basketball.
He's very good. Very, very good. Good position on the defensive side. Knows where the ball's going to go.
Harlan, number 10. He's a junior. That's inside to Guerrero. He jumps very well, as you can see.
Nice finish there.
Pressure.
Yeah, you're going to get contact. I'm not sure who he's going to call that against.
I think they called it against Lewisburg.
Well, yeah, he was a little bit out of control there. Now, that's against McDermott. He was the one that forced that contact.
Is that a technical?
Wow. Not sure why that would be must be. Wow. Did not even see him signal that, but it has to be.
I don't know whether it was an intentional foul or a technical, but either one was a bad call.
So not a technical, just a little pause there until everybody gets set.
Okay, so five. I guess they're into the 1-and-1.
Yep, 5 fouls in the quarter.
I got to be honest with you. Like I can see the out of control, but he has just as much right to the basketball. So that could have gone either way. Lewisburg does get the break, makes the front end. Nice rotation on that by number 4.
Yeah, Jack Siegel in the ball game.
He's a sophomore. He's another 6'3" dude.
He played quite a bit of the JV game, so Coach Tucker doing a nice job getting his younger players in as well.
Beautiful form. They're growing him big down in Lewisburg. Harlan. Skip pass, McCray. McCray's over to Harlan. Harlan looks. Takes it. In and out. Very unfortunate. Nice shot.
Yeah, that was a good look there.
Tucker just says, I'm going to penetrate Mowry. Mowry does a reversal. Guerrero with the turnover. Bulldogs need to set the half court up. It's time for an offense. Run it. McCray takes the 3. Good. He got a nice open look. Beautiful form. Across the timeline goes Tucker. Tucker flips it. Turnover. First time we've seen him out of control.
Yeah, McDermott with a good steal there.
Run the offense. There he is, McCray. Oh, that was a nice take.
It was a nice take. Third quarter runs to a close. Lewisburg, very productive quarter for them. Stretch it out 50-31. The Green Dragons up 19.
We are going to get this viewership up, Doug. It's basketball. Nobody knows we're out here, but man, listen, we're going to share this on Facebook, share it on YouTube, share this with a friend, use a lifeline tonight. We're going to go to commercial. DPP Sports, DogPoundProductions.com.
At Susquehanna Trailways, getting behind the wheel isn't just a job, it's an honor. It's a front row seat to the world, from the bright lights of New York City to the historic charm of Baltimore and breathtaking trips across America. As a Susquehanna Trailways driver, you become the host of unforgettable experiences. Whether you're guiding students safely to school or helping a family create lifelong memories on their next big adventure, you're more than a driver. You're part of the journey, part of the story, part of the Susquehanna Trailways family. And right now, Susquehanna Trailways and Cam Kephart are looking for passionate, dependable individuals to join the team. Step up to the plate. Your seat is waiting. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, an opportunity to see the world and bring people together 1 mile at a time.
Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly. It's fourth quarter time. Maybe it's been a great night here. at Jersey Shore High School. Even though the Bulldogs are down 50-31, Lewisburg Green Dragons, they have just looked good the second half. They're in shape. They forced a lot of turnovers, and again, they're playing that kind of press, half-court press.
Yeah, Lewisburg plus 10 in that third quarter to stretch that lead from 9 out to 19 as we enter the fourth quarter.
Bulldogs looking into Orrin Pennycoff. McCray takes a fake, stops, kicks it back to Harlan. Harlan's going to shoot the three. This one's going to be short. Almost thought he got a piece of it. Michaels runs the show here offensively. He's only a freshman, number 0. Walker to Mowry to Michaels. Here's the alley-oop. Oh, they wanted the rim.
Good defense there by Guerrero.
It was great defense. Pennycoff to McCray, back to Harlan.
Really good one-on-one defense there by Michaels. He's very good. He's got great hands, really good position there.
That was special. That was really special. And like I said, anytime you're getting a start as a freshman, it speaks volumes. McCray's got the baseline. Does he take it? Nope. Fakes. Gets the ball out to Landon.
That's a good take there.
Yeah.
By Lathan. Able to drive through and get the foul.
Yeah, Landon Lathan, I mean, he's just been kind of a grinder. He's been one of those guys. He's a captain. He's worked hard. And, that's a really nice take. And he was under control, but he was aggressive.
Yeah, this is a game where you have to learn from this one. Your offense has not been particularly productive, and you haven't really handled that pressure very well. Free throws have been a problem in this ball game and continue to be as Lathan rims that one out.
Yeah, they're dismal tonight from the free throw line. And, man, we'd be suicide happy at our next practice. Like, we would always run if we missed. Everybody can make foul shots when they're not winded. 50-31 here is the score. Another one in and out. Guerrero, nice rebound, kicks it out. McCray fakes it, steps back, pops. He just misses. Latham, another. Give him credit. Give Lathan credit.
Well, he works very hard in there, able to get a good rebound. Second consecutive trip to the foul line. Hopefully the senior guard will make some adjustments here.
If they could make foul shots, it'd be a closer game.
Well, absolutely. Always the case. When you look back, what led to the big lead for one team over another. Foul shots often the case. Lathan able to readjust there and stroke that one through.
Quick shout out to Peyton Dincher. She's averaging about 12 a game at Lemoyne College in Syracuse. We're so proud of you getting the time that you're getting as a freshman. And Dodsey from Loyalsock has signed with Bucknell. She's a good fit there.
Yeah, it's a big get there for the Lady Bison for sure.
Midcourt, 6:40 to go, fourth quarter. We're here live at Jersey Shore. Lewisburg Green Dragons up big. Mowry kicks it. Baseline. Oh, he's so athletic. Woo! McCray got up for that. It was a nice recovery by McCray.
Yeah, didn't give up on it. Jalen Walker, junior, 6'1". They have him listed at 170. He's a nice player. Going to get rewarded again with the trip to the foul line. Lewisburg's been pretty solid from the stripe here tonight.
Well, the biggest thing tonight is there have been times that the tempo has been there to push defensively. I mean, think about this. There's still time here, but Lewisburg is at 50, okay? Oh, they've had a lot of turnovers and still only have 50. I think the big Achilles tonight, and Coach Boob would say this, is they wanted to up the intensity last week, the last game against South. They're going to have to go back to the drawing board offensively and figure some things out. But we'll see if they can't sew some things up here and finish strong.
Walker able to get the second one, 51-32. Bulldogs down.
Timeline. Inside, out. Guerrero, baseline, is going to take it. Nice. Most people don't know he's left-handed, so wow. This one's down court.
Really good spacing just there by
beautiful,
Lewisburg.
Just beautiful. Carson Watkins kicks it, Guerrero. Oh, loose ball.
Oh, wow, great hustle there by Guerrero. My goodness.
That's why I call him D-Rod, Dennis Rodman. Look at his hair. He's always hustling.
Super job there to keep that one in the possession of the Bulldogs. 34-53, Bulldogs down. 5:50 to go here in the ball game.
Watkins into Lorson. Lorson tries to get rid of that ball. And, I don't know. I thought that went off a Dragon.
Yeah, just tried to pass it around there. Didn't have anywhere to go. Got caught down inside. Another turnover for the Bulldogs. I would think they have to be approaching 20 turnovers if they're not at it. Timeout here by Leon Tucker, coach of the Green Dragons.
Yeah, and Evergreen Wealth Solutions. How about Todd Rischel? Born and raised here in the 17740 Halo. Evergreen Wealth Solutions, it all starts with a conversation. I know that you're going to see some of these placards continue to roll through on the screen. All of our sponsors that went from doing football as well as basketball. And we appreciate you. And we look forward to best auto sales, man. You can't ask for any more. Get in there for an oil change. As you see them come up, phone number, Lock Haven, right next to Taco Bell. You really can't beat it. And, Kenny Pick, we appreciate you, all that you do for us from Renova. They deliver fuel. They do that right here in Jersey Shore. And they also do retaining walls. That's SGO Services Garage. Mention this ad, get 2 cents off a gallon.
I think Kenny Pick's son, Gavin, is the lead player for the Bucktail Bucks in that small school.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
PAC division. Yep. He's a nice player. They got a win in their opening season tournament, but always a challenge for the Bucks.
Yes. Inbounding the ball, 5:44 to go. Lewisburg Green Dragons. Michaels cross the timeline. Michaels going to get this over to the sideline. They've obviously drawn some things up. Nice crossover dribble. He keeps the spacing. Good defense by the Bulldogs. They need to pass the ball, a little less dribble. Got away with the travel. Lathan, nice finish for Lathan. Down 17 now, 53-36. Michaels gets it way down here. Guerrero, ooh.
Just a half a second late. Good aggressive play there by Guerrero, but he definitely had the contact for the foul. He's a little frustrated out there, but that'll get called all the time.
We want to reference the Shamokin game. I mean, Lewisburg handily beat Shamokin. And the Shamokin's got a lot of guys. We talked about football season. How many 6'3", 6'4" guys they have on that field? Jamama down to corner. Oh, wide open. Carson Watkins gets this one. Carson Watkins going to take it up. Guerrero, well, he got fouled. Good hustle. The Bulldogs aren't quitting. Kick it out. Lorson to Lathan. That's a little out of control. Fortunate.
Yeah, very fortunate he didn't get a charging foul there. But Michael's scrum there. Initially, Bill Cementelli is the only official I know there with the ball on the baseline. He's from the Lock Haven area. I do not know the other two gentlemen. They've done a nice job tonight, though.
Yeah, I see them a lot regionally. Inbound. Lorson finishes. Nice job, only down 15, so they've erased a 22-point deficit. He's out of bounds and inbounds. Michaels going to throw this one down. Wow, here comes the athleticism. Nobody headed that off. They've got to get back on defense.
Well, on that kind of pressure, if you don't get the steal, you're probably going to give up a layup. They did there.
Stops, pops. Does he get it? No. A lot of contact. Foul on Green. We'll see what he says. Can you read sign language, Doug? There's a hole.
Yeah, held the rebounder, grabbed him from going up for the rebound opportunity. You know, it's interesting. Everybody says there's an over the back. You know, there's really no call over the back. It's a push is what they call there, or hold on that play.
Hannah kicks it over to the wing.
Let's go, defense!
They're fighting. You know, there's a lot of...
Yeah, good job. Good tie-up there by Jacob Larson to not get the foul and get the tie-up.
Doug, if they could make a basket, they'd be in this game.
Green Dragons maintain possession, arrow in their favor.
Mowry inbounds.
4:09 to go.
Oh, another turnover.
That's probably the first mistake Cortland Michaels has made.
Yeah.
Pass that behind him. Mowry going up the middle.
I wasn't sure if he was AI or real, Doug. I mean, that was at first, like you said, the first turnover, anything really out of sorts. Inbounds. Lorson picks his dribble up, kicks it weak side. Guerrero, a lot of dancing. Hannah, nice job.
Yeah, really nice job there by Hannah. Not a great shot by Guerrero, but it yields points.
Michaels, he's going to slow things down, set things back up. Tucker to Siegel.
A lot of contact there by McDermott. My goodness. Timeout by Lewisburg. And what you're seeing now is Lewisburg is doing the same thing that the Bulldogs did in that first half. That pressure, they're kind of getting sped up themselves, a little bit out of control. But they're still up 15, 55, 43, 33 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Well, and I guess the timeout came before the foul because the Dogs were fortunate to not get called for that last foul. And you say, why? Well, 1-and-1 is I guess 5 or more. So, and I'm not sure when the 2 come in. I'm going to have to do a little research on that because, it used to be a very different. It was only one half. Now it's a quarter.
Yep. They used to do the 7 fouls. And then you go to 1-and-1, and then 10, you go to 2, just like college. That's what college is. Different now with the quarters. And they've talked about going to halves in high school.
Okay.
They're probably not going to do that because now they added the shot clock for next season, boys and girls, high school and PIAA. But I do not know what it is, if it's a 35-second shot clock. That's what was discussed. So we'll have to look that up as well before our next ball game.
Bulldogs currently only down 15. They've shaved into this lead. 3:33 to go. Lewisburg into Tucker. He's been great tonight. Only a sophomore at 6'2". Takes it to the paint, and he takes it to the rack. And, it was aggressive, just a simple one-on-one move, but, boy, he's so explosive.
Under control. Here's L.J. Tucker, able to create the contact and get the foul, go to the foul line. He's been very smooth thus far from the stripe. A couple opportunities in that first half.
First one's up, and it's good. And that's the difference. Lewisburg hasn't missed too many foul shots tonight.
You can see their motion is good. You just have to have that consistent motion, a good arc on the ball. So valuable when the clock is stopped to be able to put points on the board.
Second one is up, and the second one is good. That extends the lead to 17, 57-40, 3:24 to go. Lathan across the timeline. Going to pass it back out. 17-footer, short, nothing but air. Lewisburg kicks it. Boy, they're athletic. Here comes. Oh, he missed it. Oh, that's late.
Yeah, it was a foul. I thought they were going to let it go here with the game being at 17. But trying to keep control of things. Again, the officials have done a pretty nice job. 3 officials at the high school level for the varsity. My dear Jemima.
Yeah.
At the foul line.
And he's a senior. He's 6'3". There's no way he's only 165 pounds, though. Front end. Nice rotation.
Yeah, you're at the point in the ball game. The Lewisburg's up big, 18, and Bulldogs trying to rally a little bit to make this one a little bit more respectful on the scoreboard.
Guerrero inbounds to Lathan. Lathan down to Hannah. Hannah's going to kick it back out. They're going to swing this one. Hannah takes the 3. Guerrero fights for the rebound. A lot of hands.
Yeah, that was a double dribble there. I was wondering that myself.
Call.
Yeah, he tried not to. He knew, so he kind of bounced it. Maybe thought he'd get away with that one. So the Bulldogs going to get the out of bounds under the basket.
Lathan's going to inbound this one. Guerrero down at the post. Oh, nice pass. They got to finish.
They do a nice job with those inbounds plays. They get some good looks.
They do. They got to finish, though. Turnover. Another turnover. This could be dunk fest. Oh, he missed it. Missed the dunk.
But, yeah, you can't do that. Can't be out of bounds and hop up in the air. Good try, though, by Lorson. Trying to keep that one alive. And what you talked about earlier, Nate, this is a part of the game where you could just chuck up threes, which Jersey Shore has done.
Right.
You should run some offense and try
Right.
and get into, hey, this is what we
Yes.
need to do
Yes.
to have a good, productive offense. Not seen that yet
know,
thus far in this ball game.
When they did, they cut that 22-point lead down to 15, and then they kind of got out of the swing of the offensive. Mallory on the wing, bumped. Nice job. Lorson gets the turnover. Latham's
Yeah, really nice job.
wow. Hannah gets it. They need to take a breath. Kicks it out. Latham's going to take the three. Stops, pops, goes baseline. Shoots the running one-hand jumper. Nothing there. Lewisburg out of bounds. Going to stay here at Jersey Shore. We've seen them, like you said, Doug, run a really nice set play here on the inbounds, and they've had a lot of good looks tonight. Not finished several of them, but hopefully they'll finish this one. McCray, and he was fouled. Oh! In and out. Just cellophane on that rim tonight. Hannah with a foul.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Jersey Shore doesn't quit. You talked
No.
about that in the pregame. They're very aggressive. They keep after it. They've got 6, 7, 8 kids that can kind of trade in athletically and all of that, but have not done a good job of running the offense against a very good, disciplined Lewisburg team.
That's been my biggest takeaway, the biggest eye test for me tonight. And again, broadcasters broadcast, coaches coach. Jersey Shore's on an uptick. They do a lot of things well. I see him playing as a team, but where you see him kind of get out of the habit of not playing as a team is when they don't get the touches they need to get offensively. Things got out of hand real quick. A little too much dribble tonight. Need a little bit more passing to the open man. But let's give credit to Lewisburg. Lewisburg's a good team.
Stretch the lead out to 20, 60-40, under 2 minutes to go here in the ball game.
Latham to Guerrero. Guerrero top of the key. Guerrero's going to go one-on-one here. Kicks it back to Lorson. Lorson once again crossover. Nice spin move. Can't finish.
Yeah, that's a nice move. That's to learn to get that one a little softer off the glass.
Jamama up, and boy, he left into another orbit there. He had to come down to catch that ball.
He can really get off the floor. You
Yes,
can
he
tell
can.
why he's such a good defensive player. Called that a tie-up. Arrow in the favor of Jersey Shore. So the Bulldogs are going to drop this one down 20 here, minute and a half to go, basically 134. They'll be on the road again at Warrior Run. On the road for the first time this year at Warrior Run, then at Milton and at Loyalsock, all before the Christmas break.
Latham across the timeline. Guerrero over to Lorson. Lorson, the ball stolen away. Jamama down the other end. He goes hard off the glass. Misses the dunk, but he was 2 feet above the rim. Michaels with the steal. Back to Jamama. Oh, he finishes. Should have been a foul on that. McCray got away with one. 1:06 to go. Cross the timeline. Hannah kicks it back. McCray. Latham with the deep three. No good. Hannah hustles. McCray with the ball. Stops, pops. In and out. Boy, they just can't buy a bucket. Good block.
And Jamama's very good on the defensive side. Very, very active.
He's special.
And he was the PHAC Division Defensive Player of the Year last year. You can see why.
Oh, he's very quick off the floor, too. And in his hands, very active.
So Lewisburg will win this one to go to 3-0. They are at Selinsgrove, then at Mifflin County, then host Berwick, at Warrior Run, at Southern Columbia, host Nativity BVM, all before the Christmas break. My goodness, a busy week and a half, 2 weeks here for Lewisburg.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Up and good.
Now, always Nativity BVM always has a nice team as a Class A type player. I saw them play last year at Central Mountain. They always have some good shooters. That'll be interesting to see if they have a nice team again this year. You talked about Mifflinburg. That was a backyard rivalry there. They'll play them right after Christmas. Will Lewisburg.
Second one no good for Hyde. Hyde made the first one. He's a 6-foot junior, number 12. Guerrero, little hand fighting. Well, that looked like an active foul.
Lewisburg 63-40, 17.5 to go. And just back to the schedule again, Jersey Shore will have a chance against a couple tough opponents, Warrior Run and Sock. But winnable game there against Milton. Don't know much about Wellsboro. That'll be the first game in 2026.
Yeah.
So they have a nice break from the 19th against Loyalsock on the road until that game at Wellsboro. Will the Bulldogs?
Well, like I said, Doug, we're going to make the post game rather quick here tonight. Just a quick shout out to Coach John Boob and, his dad, Bob Boob at 20, First Century 21. We just appreciate you guys.
Yeah, so supportive during the football season. Love the videos, Bob. Keep them coming.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Guerrero kicks it out. Lathan to Lorson, over to Hannah to McCray. That's the ball movement I saw. And you can say, listen, well, Lewisburg cleared the bench and brought guys in. There wasn't the touches.
Yeah, very nice there, my McCray. And that's the type of plays that McCray can be really effective in. He's a player that's got to be effective for Jersey Shore to be a really good team. The junior guard, Connie McCray, got to get better from that foul line. My goodness.
Yeah, my gosh. I don't know what the number is, Doug, but it's ugly.
Yeah, very, very bad night from the foul line. And on the scoreboard as well, Lewisburg comes in at 2-0. They extend it to 3-0, 64-42. So a big win on the road for the Green Dragons. Jersey Shore drops their first one of the season to go 2-1, but still positive start to the year for the boys basketball team here at Jersey Shore.
Absolutely. Hats off to the Dogs. They are 2-1, and tonight was a test. You lose by 22, but honestly, there were several moments in the game where they kept things close. They're going to win some games. Lewisburg's going to blow some teams out. I mean, how many dunks tonight did Jamama miss above the rim? And he was because there was contact, because there was physicality. Lewisburg might be the first team in a while in the heartland that can play above the rim, that has a point guard who can really assess things, keep things. Only a freshman? Are you kidding me? They've got some great role players. And Jersey Shore, Jersey Shore's young. John's only been here a short period of time. I like the culture he's establishing. They hustle, they're gritty, they're gutty. Tonight, the offensive scheme got away from them. They lost their offensive identity, and as a result, that led to turnovers, a lot of missed free throws, but they can work on those things.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they have an opportunity to go into 2026 with a winning or an even record. Game against Warrior Run would be very tough. They have a 6'8" guy, but that game against Milton, we mentioned earlier, winnable. Sock, kind of unknown, whether they will bounce back from a down year, and then we'll see what happens at the beginning of 2026. But 2-1 to start the year. Lewisburg wins this one, 64-42.
Yeah, it's great to see Doc Massey in the house. We're going to give the Williamsport Sun a little guilt-free push tonight. He's been doing so much with us with podcasting, too, with the West Branch Breakdown. We'll have to get him on another podcast, have an opportunity to talk about basketball in the District 4 region when it comes to the Heartland and the Northern Tier. Things are going to shake out over the next few weeks. We're going to really get to know who teams are.
Well, that's the key. Who goes into 2026, on a real high, and who kind of still trying to figure out who they are. And then you get really into the heart of the PHAC schedule early in 2026.
Yeah, well, listen, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. That's right, DPP Sports, dogpoundproductions.com. You've got to get the word out. You got to click subscribe. You'll get all the live updates so that when we do go live, whether it's girls or boys basketball games, who knows? Maybe you're not a Bulldogs fan, but maybe who we're going to broadcast that particular night is your favorite regional local high school team. We're going to create some rivalries with Central Mountain. We may even get a Loyalsock game in because we want to see the Dotsey girl. She's special, heading to Bucknell. So a lot of good things happening in the region. Thanks to Doug Byerly for a great night tonight. He brought the extra special past basketball broadcasting. Quick shout out to Doug Birdsong. We appreciate you as well. Look forward to talking to you on a podcast here real soon.
They really enjoyed it tonight here at Jersey Shore High School. They come up a little bit short to Lewisburg, 64-42. We'll see you again here in Bulldog Gymnasium.
That's right. From our house to yours, and from DPP Sports, Dog Pound Productions, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you our next game, live coverage. We'll let you know where that's going to be on Facebook as well as upcoming posts. Have a good night.